Good morning, live from the back porch, enjoying the coffee. The sun's just about to come up, isn't it beautiful? Hey, late yesterday evening I posted a post. It was a meme of an electrician that says, here to fix your electric and to pay off your student debt. And I only posted it because, honestly, I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it was humorous. And a whole bunch of you shared that post, a lot of comments on that post. As you can imagine, typical type of comments. If you are irritated by that, there's the irritated comments. If and the irritation can go both ways, right? Well, college should be free. And then we shouldn't be paying people's debts off, all those different things. I got a lot of feelings about this. A lot of thoughts, perhaps, is a better way to put that. And first of all, let me say that if you're getting $10,000 of your debt approved and you don't take it, why the heck not? I mean, I'm going to be square with you. As a businessman, if there is a tax credit that I can take, I'm going to take it. And I'd be willing to bet that as homeowners, if there's tax credits that you're eligible for and your CPA goes, oh, you got this tax credit you can take. I know, paying off the loan, tax credit, not exactly the same thing, because if you have a tax credit, then you're paying taxes. I get that. But what I'm telling you is I'm going to take the tax credit. And probably you are too. So if a person is being offered $10,000 of their debt from their loans, they're probably going to take it. So look, I don't have an issue with the person. That's what I'm fundamentally saying. I don't have an issue with the person taking that, debt forgiveness. And let's be honest, tradesmen have been paying for the student loans of in-depth college students for years. And if you don't know what I'm saying by that, so many tradespeople have put their children through school. They've taken out the loans, they've sacrificed, they've worked hard to put their kids into college. So that's nothing new. The difference is when the choice is being taken from the individual and the government forces on you, because let's be honest, the government ain't gonna pay for it. We're gonna pay for it. We are the government. For the people, by the people, which means it's coming out of your pocket. So let me tell you what my real major concerns are with any of those type of policies. Number one, sets a precedent. Sets a precedent. It says to people, hey, someone's going to bail you out of your troubles. That should be reserved for things like family. When you get in trouble, that should be reserved for family. It should be reserved for really, really, really close groups, friends, church, relationships, those type of things. In some situations, at high stakes games, then yeah, I think it also should be reserved for the government. In some situations. But in relatively lower stake games, can't pay my phone bill, can't do this, can't do that. I don't think the government should be stepping in and doing those things universally. Or, maybe I shouldn't have said universally. Maybe what I should have said is stepping in and doing those things periodically. It either needs to be a program or it don't need to be a program. Let me go to point number two. Colleges are a money-making system. You guys know this. It's very easy to figure that out. They got a degree in absolutely everything. They got degrees in things that are never going to make you money. But they're selling those degrees, not because in their thought process, this is a return on investment system, which, by the way, is what service excellence is. We are a return on investment system. On average, every dollar that goes into us is spitting out $15 in profit for our clients. That's pretty daggum good. So we feel good about the subjects that we teach and the people that we help. But I would love to know what the return on investment system is for colleges today. I've seen old studies, but I want to know what it is today. For the amount of money that they're taking, I want to know how much better of a job that's getting the average person. And in some cases, we know it's a lot more. But in some cases, not so much. It's not really needed. Getting that higher education degree, going into debt, $100,000, $200,000, and then you're getting the basic job that anyone else could have gotten without a degree. I'm not saying that the education isn't worth it. Education is important. Education in all types is important, whether it's college or whether it's apprenticeship. But what I am saying is is that colleges are putting out degrees and everything, and they've told us this fundamental lie, which is if you get a degree, you're going to be able to get a job in your chosen field. That's not true. Is that really the college's fault? Not really. It's really, we've accepted that. That's the issue. So I guess here goes number 3. I would really like it if people would speak to their family members, their friends, their children in respectful ways and teach them these things. Let me tell you, my daughter is 11 years old, and I am extremely honest with her about money. I'm very honest with her about money. I'm also very honest with her about understanding that she has a life and she's going to have to get to choose to live her life, and understanding that those are going to be her choices. So like right now, she wants to be a teacher, noble education. She asks me questions like, if I become an elementary school teacher, will as an adult, will I be able to live in the house that you live in? And if I'm being honest with her, and I am being honest with her, I tell her, I say, Willow, that might be very challenging. Unless you have a partner who is making more money, or teachers get paid significantly more by the time you become a teacher, that might be very challenging to make that kind of money. So now she's asking me questions like, well, what kind of jobs do make that kind of money? We get on the internet, we look up jobs, current incomes. She's beginning to think about the future now. Now, I stress to her that if she really wants to be a teacher, then she should go for that. That's a noble profession. But that she has to understand what living looks like and what income looks like. Now, she is making decisions today about her future at 11 years old, and she's thinking about that, understanding these fundamental things. This is critical. This is just critical thinking. We want to make excuses that kids are 18 years old, that they don't know how to critically think. That's not true. They know how to critically think. They may not know what they want to be forever for an adult. I know I certainly didn't when I was 18 years of age, but I also knew that when I took out those student loans, I was going to have to pay them back, and that was just going to be the way it was going to be. Which is one of the reasons, fundamentally, frankly, why I personally went into the trades. Hey, I'm telling you, it's one of the reasons why I went into the trades. It's not the only reason, it's one of the reasons. It showed me an income opportunity. I graduated with a speech and performing arts degree, aka speech communication, aka theater. Good degree to go on to do another degree, right? So when I graduated, what did I do? I took my skills growing up blue collar. I took my classical training for communication, and I went out there and became a technician that had a lot of opportunity to also sell things. And it's made me very wealthy. But no one paid off my debt but me. And that debt paid off is on the back of my diploma. All right. So, I'm not unsympathetic for those that have college debt. I'm not. I'm not unsympathetic for those that are going into a college system that I believe is so inflated in terms of its cost, and it's constantly rising, and we have a governmental system that is just feeding them, feeding it and feeding it. I'm not unsympathetic to that. But let me tell you, today we are still in a free market, including colleges. And if we as a society decide we're not going to pay those fees, we're not going to go get those degrees that don't do us any fundamental good, the college systems will be forced to make changes. But as long as we keep throwing them money, as long as we keep throwing them massively, artificially high tuition for degrees that aren't worth it, as long as we keep throwing them grants, as long as we keep doing all of these things, then it's just, they're going to do what they're going to do. They're pragmatic. Why wouldn't they take the money? Does it make them bad people? Just makes them taking advantage of a system. That's all. Does it make the people taking the $10,000 debt forgiveness bad people? Heck no. You take it too. They're just taking advantage of the system. But at some point, all of these little decisions are going to add up. I hope they add up for the good. Like, I'm fundamentally not very unconvinced that, a certain amount of higher education shouldn't be free. But I'll tell you this, on that statement, and this is where you guys are going to like me, when it comes to that higher education that might be free, I would really appreciate it if that free or higher education was fundamentally going to be beneficial and going to be in an area where people could earn money with it when they graduate. There's lots of things that you can do with higher education that can earn you money when you graduate. But there's lots of things that's just like, it's like, I mean, holy smokes. How many art history teachers are there? Probably a whole lot less than degrees going out. How many anthropologists are actively working and making a living? Probably a whole lot less than degrees going out. Now, I could be totally wrong on all of that. I have no research on it. Let me be clear on that. But, all right, I need to land this ship. If you're getting the money, take it. Don't feel bad for it. Any one of us would do the same. All right? If you think it's the right thing to do, awesome. Keep voting for representatives that are going to keep doing those things. If you think it's the wrong way to do it, awesome. Vote for representatives that won't do those things. But fundamentally, that is what it means to be in a republic. You have an opportunity to vote for people, and you have an opportunity to voice your opinion. And hopefully, what it still means to be in this republic is that we can do that with peacefulness and respectfulness. And that would be my last closing point here, is agree or disagree with someone's point of view. That's totally fine. But let's go back to the classical days of debate, when we can talk about it and we can share our opposing point of views and our why, and not get into a mudslinging, belittling, name-calling conversation where all you're really looking for is a fight. That's it. Hopefully this helps. And if you guys would, enjoy the morning. Look at the beautiful sunshine. There it is. Look at that. And go out there and ignite the power with it.